Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Matthew Varga here. I'm really excited for today's video. In today's video, we're gonna break down our full financials of our first Airbnb. I actually thought it was gonna take a few months before I was able to do this video because I thought we'd need to get all the bookings in before I could figure out the numbers and break down the financials, but we're actually fully booked for the next 3 months, and we were fully booked after only 10 days of having our listing out. So because of this, I have all the numbers I need to do the full financial breakdown. I think once you guys hear these numbers, you're gonna be blown away and you're gonna wanna do your own Airbnb after this. If you guys are interested in doing Airbnb, I do have a free download that you can download down below, which is just about Airbnb arbitrage, how to set things up. So I would highly recommend you download that just to get started and start to learn things so you can do this yourself. So if you haven't already watched my empty house tour and Airbnb house transformation videos, make sure you check those out so you can get a better idea of the layout of this house, how it's structured, what it looks like, and the design of everything. So this property is a duplex. It's a 3-bedroom, 1-bath apartment upstairs, and it's a 3-bedroom, 1-bath apartment downstairs. It's located in Kitchener, Ontario, and this property we don't actually own ourselves. We're renting it from a landlord who owns the property, and the rent and the expenses that we pay him are our cost, and whatever we can get out of our listings off Airbnb, the difference is the profit that we get to keep. So let's jump into the numbers and I'll show you guys what our initial setup cost was. So for our initial setup, it includes first month rent, which is $3,700. We've got our last month's rent as well. In Ontario, we have to pay first and last, so that's $3,700 as well. All our furniture was $14,076. Our consumables, so toilet paper, cleaning supplies, and all that fun stuff to get set up was $500. Our furniture assembly, so we pay someone to assemble all the furniture for us, that was $840 for that. To have all the furniture set up and staged and to have the cleaning done was $325. And then we had to pay for our internet install and our first months of internet, and that was $134. So our total setup cost for this property was $23,276. Now this setup cost is a little bit more expensive than normal, and it's because it is a larger place with 3 bedrooms up and 3 bedrooms down. So we had to buy, more bedding, more bed frames, all that stuff to outfit this house. And also because it's bigger, we had to get other things just to fill it up so it looks nice and well stayed. Also, since this is a nicer home in a nicer area, we did go with some higher end furniture choices to make sure that it's looking as best as it can, it's well staged, and this allows us to charge premium rates on our Airbnb. Now, something to keep in mind is that most of our setup cost for this property is the furniture. It came out to $14,000. So that furniture we do own, we do get to keep. So it is an asset for us, even though it's a depreciating asset, so it will lose value, but it's still an asset that we get to keep. So we try to keep that in mind when we're setting up our Airbnbs and accounting for all of our costs. Now, if we were to close this Airbnb down and go and set up another one, we can take that furniture, we can put it into that next Airbnb, or if we aren't doing that, we could just sell the furniture and recoup some of our money. So it's just something to keep in mind when you're setting up your Airbnb. Okay, so now for the fun part. Let's break down the numbers and see how much profit we're making off this Airbnb. So as I mentioned earlier, we are fully booked for the next 3 months. We did offer discounted rates at first in order to get bookings in, to start to get reviews so we can get ranked higher on Airbnb. We also offer discounted rates for longer term bookings, so week bookings or month bookings. So these rates that we're getting right now are a little bit lower than what we're going to be getting once we kind of start to get some traction and start to get reviews and get ranked higher. Okay, so let's break down our first fully booked month. So for our lower unit, we had a 50-night booking, and what that came out to was about $86 per night. So for the full month, which is 31 days, our total take home after we paid our fees to Airbnb was $2,668 for the lower unit. And for our upper unit, we actually had a 90-day booking, so that's 3 months of booking, and that ended up being $98 per night, which gives us a total for the month of the 31 days of $3,049. So the total rent we're collecting for this property is the $3,049 for that upper unit and the $2,668 for the lower unit, giving us a total for the month of $5,717. So now for our total cost for the property, we have $3,700 a month for rent. We have $120 for our utilities because we're only responsible for electricity. Everything else is included. We have $78 for the internet. That's our monthly cost. And then we have $50 for consumables, so the toilet paper, the cleaning, and all that. And then we also have $100 for lawn care, and then in the winter, that $100 will cover, snow removal as well. So this gives us a grand total of $4,048 for our expenses for the month. When we break that down, let's look at what our profit is on this property. We have our revenue that we're bringing in, which is $5,717. We have our expenses, which is $4,048, giving us a grand total profit of $1,669 on this one property. As I mentioned, we're fully booked for the next 3 months, so that's going to be our profit for the next 3 months of bookings. Now, as I mentioned, we are looking to bring our rates up because we have been offering these discounted rates just to start to get bookings and start to get that traction. So what I want to do next is just break down what potentially we could bring in another month with our higher rates and a fully booked calendar. So let's break that down because I think it's going to blow your mind. So we're looking to bring our lower unit rates up to $160 a night, and our upper unit rates to $180 a night. So that would give us $340 per day of rent. So if we're taking a 31-day month, like say August, we could potentially be bringing in $10,540 of revenue for that month. So if we were to take a look at our expenses, which were the $4,048 per month, with these rates, we have the potential of making $6,402 in 1 month of profit. I don't know about you, but I think that's insane. Now, obviously, these are best case scenarios, getting your full rates and your full bookings for the whole month. But I just wanted to show you potentially what we could make off this one property, because when I did that, it kind of really opened my mind to be like, man, this is crazy what you can really bring in with these short-term rentals. So there you have it, the full financial breakdown of our first Airbnb project. If you want to follow along on the journey and just see how we're doing with this project, you can follow me on Instagram and TikTok because I'll be posting all my updates there. Also, don't forget to download my free Airbnb guide, which is linked down below, so you can learn more about it and see if this is the right option for you in generating some great cash flow. If you have any questions about Airbnb, leave a comment down below and I'll be sure to answer your question there. Make sure you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on these future videos. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next week.